it on, bro. I forgot. My bad. Thank you for reminding me. Who cares, YouTube? Appreciate you. Damn, bro. Don't hate, man. You know we're trying to get the subs up in YouTube, man. We trying. YouTube videos are coming out soon. Well, not soon. Maybe in a month, but I have at least 4 that I'm planning to release. Damn. Yeah, 15 seconds. What is this? Hobby Lopes. All right, Hobby Lopes. Ender Cataclysm and Alex's Caves. Okay, so they're Minecraft mods. I see. They're Minecraft mods. I've never really played Minecraft. I was never into it like that. My son is, but I've never really been into Minecraft. Um, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. Yo, what's good, Venom? How you doing, man? It's on CurseForge. Gotcha. So, what's the biggest world you've built, Hobby Lopes? Absolutely nothing. Touch Godot a little bit, couple small mechanics, nothing crazy. I've been messing around with Blender for a little bit, but even then, small stuff, just learning the program. That's cool, man. That would be dope for me to jump into something like Blender. I have tried in the past. Wow. I've tried in the past to use Blender to build stuff, but I'm not an artist, bro. I don't know what the hell I would be doing with something like Blender. This looks so cool, bro. Really wish I could know how to use Blender. Not only that, but now that we have things like this, Meshy 3D, bro, like it makes I need to make a 3D game. Is what I need to do. Just jump into this. Let's go. Who cares on the YouTube side, bro? There we are. Smart people and now peasants are on here to hold up the fort. Thank you for holding up the fort on YouTube. Who cares, YouTube? Appreciate it. He's calling all of y'all in Twitch peasants, man. Who cares is no filter today, bro. Words are difficult. I mean, words are especially difficult if you're me. So, you know what I'm saying? Hablamos el español, the Creole, y el English. And words are really hard. Okay, essential that makes it so you don't need to make a server to play online. Hobby Lopes. So you're saying CurseForge is something we can do to just play online Minecraft? Midst of the Sea? What is this? This is actually pretty cool. That's actually pretty cool. I don't know. Maybe someday I'll do a gaming stream and we can play like a stream as a community. What's that one called? The Mystery Box online game? Maybe that's something we can do as a community. I forgot what it's called, but it's like a party box type game where you play a bunch of people together. You actually doing really good. Came back from school earlier. Had a migraine. But let's all take a moment and thank our moms for everything they do. She made me an ice cold cloth to lay over my forehead, and bam, migraine pain reduced by half in less than a second. That's dope, bro. Hey, man, yeah, you gotta be grateful for what you have. For anything you have and anybody that's in your life. Be grateful for them because you never know, man. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. It's just about today, right? And today is what we can control based on what we do. So, I agree with that sentiment, man. Hey, Juanita, soltó el duro. YouTube will be a good place, except it has the worst user experience of all the live platforms I've been to. I agree with that. I think as a viewer on live streams, YouTube is not the go-to. Like I've tried spending time there and view other people live, but it's just difficult, right? It's difficult to find people live. It's difficult to just do a bunch of different things live. So I hear you, bro. Hobie Lopes, also a NOU, a guy that made Undertale on Minecraft. It's very cool. Cool. Do you play any other games, Hobby Lopes? What's this about you hopping into a hackathon? I didn't know you got into that stuff. I mean, I've done hackathons before. I've joined different hackathons. In particular, one that's called Hackathon for a Change in the city I'm in. And Hackathon for a Change, it's an opportunity for us to give back to the community while doing a hackathon. So it could be, for instance, one of the groups that I joined was to make it easier for people who wanted to give homeless things that they needed. Which is, now that I think about it, it's kind of hard, right, for homeless if they don't have internet. But who knows? They could go to a public library, whatever. But basically, to create a platform that would allow people to have a better one-to-one connection with people that need something. So for instance, I'm a father that has a 10-year-old, and now my kid had a growth spurt, and now they're 11, and the clothes they used last year didn't work, right? Typically, you would go and give it to Goodwill or something else, right? Or a church or whatever the case may be. But this might be like a good opportunity to connect with people that might need those resources, and you can just hand them to them directly. So that's things like that can develop in hackathons like that one, Hackathon for a Change. So I think it's just cool to network. It's cool to build stuff. And it's just a good way to give back. But I think a big part of it definitely is the networking part. And I think because of that, I was able to have certain doors open for me. So that's a big thing that I highly recommend to anybody that's doing software development, is to just, going into any opportunity that would allow you to network. But yeah. So yeah, man, the only reason I was thinking about this hackathon is because this hackathon is just kind of, I want to use it as a maybe. I'm thinking about it. And look, last night I was up late kind of thinking about different ideas or just brainstorming with ChatGPT, talking about different things that I could do to capitalize on making money. And the only reason about why I'm making money is because this is a hackathon that's being hosted by Revenue Cat. And one of their requirements is for you to use your SDK to provide at least an in-app purchasing into the application that you're doing. So I was thinking about building an application to force myself to use this SDK and to kind of just say I did this app, right? And learn something from it. So that's kind of the reason why I was thinking about doing it. What is this, bro? This is a John 2.0 song, bro. 100% this is a John 2.0 song. Tell me it's not, bro. This is a John 2.0 song, bro, for sure. Yeah, we don't want to hear the song that never ends. John 2.0, man. You know what he did last time, y'all? He had a song where it's nothing but people biting pickles, bro. This guy. All right. Yesterday was yesterday, today is today, and tomorrow will never come. Facts. Who cares, YouTube? Facts. We gotta live in the present. Plan for the future, but live in the present. It's just all what you can control. It's what you have in front of you. I'm not even 50% sure because I never looked into it, but when I was trying to find programs to learn Lua, I saw the Minecraft logo a couple of times. But I also know if you want to download a mod, all the mod names and stuff have Java in it. So I don't know if it runs on a form of Lua or Java. Well, just to tell you a bit of what I did with my son. So when my son was into Minecraft, the easiest language to use to be able to build mods for Minecraft was by using Java at that time. And that's what I introduced him to. Pero el pizza de pepperoni no le gusta el Java, así que él se vino y se fue. Bro, why did you add the pickle song again? I also learned that what Roblox uses is called Lua-U and not Lua. Huh, what is Lua-U? It's a traditional Hawaiian party fest, often accompanied by entertainment and featuring Hawaiian cuisine. All right, definitely not the programming language you're looking for, but that's funny. All right, this one here. It's a small, safe, gradually type-embedded scripting language derived from Lua. Okay. What does gradually type means? This almost looks like GD script. All right, so I all right, let me just go over briefly the ideas that I was looking into for this hackathon. I'm not sure if this is something I'm going to jump on because it feels a little bit too complex based on the suggestions. I did a deep research looking at the different trends. Bro, I can't say words. The different trends. Is that how you say trends? I don't know. But looking at the trends, if y'all ever try this, right? If y'all are interested in looking and do market research, go to trends.google.com. And here is a good way for you to explore what's going on in the world. This is back by the searches that you perform in Google, in YouTube. Like all of these analytics are gathered, and is just a free tool that you can use to kind of see what the internet is really trending, where it's really trending. And then you can use that to try and find niche apps that you can eventually build if that's what you want to do. And this particular niche app is of an avatar AI. And the reason why I know this is trending big time is because Elon Musk, not too long ago, they released, I think like a waifu AI avatar, which is to each his own, not my cup of tea, but to each his own. And it took a uptick. Like so many people are paying for that. There is this one called Replica AI. There's also another big one where people are just going in here, paying, and they're creating their own AI avatars, having relationships in the AR world, a bunch of different things. So there's a space for AI avatars in to maybe make some revenue out of it. So the app that was recommended, I think here, it was an AI companion, which is a suggestion that it boiled down to. I did start with, I did select like 4 top ones that I thought would have been interesting to work on. Exactly, Strike Boy. An AI companion is a little freaky, right? That's how I feel. Killswitch, what's up? What can this do? What can what do? What, the app that I'm trying to build? Killswitch? Or what do you mean? Module scripts are kind of like functions, but they're as big as scripts. They're ran unless you call them. That's just a little bit of what I know from Lualu. Well, go ahead and just keep studying it, Vedam. You know, I'm excited to see your first script for Roblox. Killswitch, what can this do? What do you mean, bro? What are you talking about? Like my app, the app that I'm working on? What is the team for the hackathon? So there's no team in particular for the hackathon. I think they just have a few requirements. No, I cannot use that app because it needs to be a brand new app, and the deadline is by October 1st. It needs to be released between August, I think, 1st and October 1st. You have to use the Revenue Cat SDK. But other than that, there's no other type of requirements. Let me try and find, where was it at? Revenue Cat. Shipathon is called. Shipathon Revenue Cat. So let's see here. So they have different awards for the Shipathon, right? There's a Kotlin Multiplatform award. This is one I wanted to try to dive into because I think a Kotlin Multiplatform app would be pretty cool. Other than that, they have like Best Vibes awards using AI. But there's no strict requirement other than this has to be a brand new app that's coming out, that was built between this time frame and released before October 1st. And you must show the Revenue Cat. You must use the Revenue Cat SDK in your application. Let me see here. Just all I gotta do to register. Brother. Yeah, ship a brand new app to iOS, Android, or Mac between August 1st and September 30th. Integrate the revenue at Cat SDK to power at least one app, in-app or web purchases. And that's it. See, previous release apps won't qualify, but these are only the 2 requirements. Build a pickle app. The app will allow you to collect as many pickles as you can. The more you collect, the more pickles Frozer will plant. Hell no, bro. We'll get John 2.0 to plant those pickles. So yeah. We can build the app and we'll delegate all that task to John 2.0 to go plant. Wait, let me get this straight. I've been yapping about Luau for a bit, and I kind of didn't hear what else you were talking about other than my chats, lol. You're entering a hackathon. You have to release an app by a set deadline. Is there any reward? Yes, there is a reward. You can, first place, I think you get 20K and a flight to New York. Oh, the grand prize winner, you get 65K and a trip to New York to attend the Revenue Cat App Growth Annual Conference. But you can still get other type of prizes for landing in a different place. But yeah, I don't know if it's something I will join. I'm contemplating it. Right now I'm thinking about it, but I'm not sure if I will. I could to do the game. I could use the game and just add Revenue Cat on it to have an in-app purchase where we remove ads. But I don't think this game is something that I want to just have ads. Sorry, I don't want to have in-app purchasing on this game. I want to have ads. I want it to mimic a little bit of Blockbusters. Is it called? Block Blast. So I'm trying to imitate this game, Block Blast. And this game is interesting because it does not have any in-app purchasing. It's totally free, or it does have in-app purchasing. But anyways, the way it uses ads is it gives you a free life if you watch an ad. Other than that, I don't know what you can pay for. And I wish I could see what you have to pay for. But I'll investigate that later. Lemons are lucky. What's up, bro? You should do this. Is the hot dog app. Using AI, you use the camera to determine if something is a hot dog or not. Bro, I think, so if I show it to my dog, would that be a hot dog? Is he sweaty? Lemons are lucky. John 2.0, don't look at me, bro. I don't know what's going on with Twitch, bro. Bro, what the y'all, no. This mother. Who cares, YouTube? Was that you, bro? Was that you? Mother flipper, bro. I don't know who it was, but y'all are something else, man. Y'all are something else. Bro, how long is this gonna ring for? I remember this song. Let's go. Okay, I was about to say who cares. I was about to say it's definitely John 2.0 then. He's the one that did that. But yeah, if y'all are interested in joining the hackathon, y'all should definitely jump into it. I know, Venom. I know. It's because John 2.0 put a YouTube video that's nothing but alarms. That's why it sounded like that. But yeah, let me go through, I guess, some of the let me go through a little some of the ideas. Yeah, I'm glad you did. Missed it. John 2.0. No, bro, I didn't do anything. I haven't touched anything. Literally, I have not touched anything on my stream setup or anything since I streamed on Tuesday. So I don't know what changed, and I don't know why you're getting so many ads. You're probably getting that many ads because you're not a sub, bro. Yo, we hit 600 follows. We hit 600 follows. Yo, was it because of Hobby? Hobby got us to the 600. Let's go. The 6 is. All right, so let's take a look at what okay, all right. I had 4 different ideas, right? There's this one called a Hooksmith. This is meant for content creators that want to do their reels and to have like overlays and stuff. Study Sprint. This one was interesting. Study Sprint is meant to be like a static focus timer with a neon border that fills as time passes. So it's kind of like the Pomodoro technique. But the problem is I don't understand how I can monetize something like Study Sprint. So, Zay, is that you, Zay? I wonder if that's my nephew, man. Appreciate the follow, my guy. Don't, Venom, do not do that, because then it will yell again. And you will scare the hell out of him. Do not do that. Anyway, I just went in Block Blast for a minute and searched around. I didn't see anything to purchase, but I don't know why it says that. Maybe you can ask GPT to desearch if it has any purchases. Deep search does have a limit as to how many searches you can do per month. So I am going to save my deep search because I do reach the limit every month. But if you do have any idea or see how it could actually, sorry, if you could see anything about in-app purchasing in that game, please let me know. So Study Sprint was one that I think caught my attention. I just didn't know how I could monetize this. So I feel like there is a space for this, especially if we're targeting the generation that just gets so quickly distracted with Instagram, social media, and just like they just want to absorb everything very quick. So I think having something like a Study Sprint would be something maybe worth building for a while. So I follow longer, so I'm the better follower. The thing is, they keep on following, then refollowing to scare me, and that messes up the follow age. So I do think that Who Cares YouTube have been following me for quite some time. And John 2.0 has as well. So, but okay, so we have the Study Sprint. Tal vez no. Clear he hasn't. I guess not. Then the other one that I was looking at is Gym Hype button. I was like, that sounds. It's okay. Let me double back here. This Gym Hype button, I didn't understand what ChatGPT was trying to tell me. All right, bro, you go have some dinner, man. But what was the interesting part about this Gym Hype button is I was thinking I could use AI to generate the voices of certain people or imitating certain people, like, I don't know, Kevin Hart, I don't know, celebrities and whatnot. And then we could sell those as packs. So that's something that was kind of interesting, but the Gym Hype button itself is just not that cool. I just think the voice pack part of it was cool. So I was like, okay, maybe that's something I can put in the pocket and maybe revisit later on. But then the last one was this one called situationship, which apparently this is a new term for the next generation, where when you're in a situationship is like, it's not friends with benefits, it's not really dating. It's not like, it could be like with somebody who's already in a relationship. It's a situation that you're in. So it's a situationship. And it's meant to be like the selling point would be a secure privacy, just thinking about your privacy, where you can keep track of your different situations. Building like a little black book. I don't know. If y'all ever seen The Notebook, isn't The Notebook something like that? But anyways, right, exactly. It sounds like friends with benefits. So this one was interesting because it seems easy to build. Like it's just a log keeping thing, right? It's a tool that you can just keep, maybe add a picture, add how they made you feel on such and such a day, or when was the last, whatever you want to do. But I don't see people spending money for this, right? So then I had to do a deep search on it. And if we look at the situationship here, right, it's a personal CRM to manage casual relationships. This idea arises on a viral Gen Z dating term. which hit an all-time high in 2023. So we're a little bit outdated. We're not right on the trend, but it's okay. It's a niche need. Similar tools for polyamorous relationships. And I was like, okay, this is just get it out of my, I don't need to investigate so much into this. But the part that caught my attention here is it's trending but niche. It could gain viral attention. However, paying subscribers may be tough. And the reason is because casual daters often rely on free tools. Willingness to pay might be low. The poly community's response is that they already have software like this already. They use calendars, they use docs, whatever, for keeping track of their situationships. So although this seems like a very easy app to build, it might be a hard app to monetize. All right. Ey, no he escuchado esta canción hace rato, brother. I run New York. Hey, I get it. This one was interesting. The TikTok Instagram trend tracker. The problem with this is that there's already tools out there that's super big. Trend track. That you can see that a lot of people went behind to kind of do. I don't know. This is something maybe I would have to investigate a little bit more to really understand. But I feel like I would spend way more time trying to build something like this. I feel like there's an opportunity to monetize here, but it might be hard to rebuild something like this for now. What's up, Billy Noble? I know, bro. How's the game coming? Hey, I'll show you the game here in a second because I'm gonna switch over to that here in a second. I just built a little election wrapper for ChatGPT so I can tweak memory caps and have more control in general to prevent long conversations from freezing and mitigating by pausing rendering if necessary. I named it Lil G. Hey, that's actually pretty sick. Lil G. ChatGPT wrote most of it ironically, bro. Hey, but hold on. Lil G, that sounds dope, man. Now you just need a landing page. Now you just need a website, get some email lists for people to sign up, and let's see where it goes. You know, I've heard of similar type of apps like that, where they use, like, they build their own shell to be able to have okay, so let me just show you. For instance, and I know John too that always gonna hate me for this. Goose is a GUI that's a wrapper that sits on top of your AI. It could be ChatGPT, it could be Claude, it could be Gemini, whatever you want it to be. And all you got to do is just download it. It has its own wrapper. I think it's pretty cool. I use it every day for work. So that when you were explaining it to me, it kind of reminds me a little bit of this, but it's cool that you added your own kind of like controls to make sure you can gather as much context as possible without hitting the limits, right? Yes, this is open source. I don't know if you knew this, but I work for Block, and Block, we use Block at we use Goose rather at Block, and I use it a lot. I use it a lot on my day-to-day. Now, I would say this is harder unless you're paying premium services for your AIs. So if you're paying, let's say for Claude Code, for instance, you're gonna get a much better result than if you were to use the limited versions of Gemini Pro or Claude Code or ChatGPT. So it's definitely something that is worth looking into, in my opinion. Yeah, I'm a plus also in GPT, and I've been thinking about switching to Claude. But the more I think about switching to Claude, I think just accessing it through Cursor is enough for me. No, they're not, John Tudao. You need to chill out, bro. Okay, well, there you go. Bro, Claude Code, if y'all haven't tried Claude Code is insane. I think they did Cloud Code versus OpenAI Codex. Yeah. What is this? Bro, what kind of songs are y'all listening to, bro? Thank you, Zay. Thank you. Appreciate the water. I think I just love ChatGPT's personality too much. Yeah, I that's pretty cool. To want to invest time in another AI, I feel like I'm cheating. This funny, bro. I hear that. I hear that. Like I've seen what my son's ChatGPT look like at it. I mean, he's like my ChatGPT is so chill. You know, it's cool. It has the lingo. Like he talks to me like this. He knows about my anime and stuff like that. I'm like, I get it. I get it. My ChatGPT be like that too. He be calling me out when shit is wrong too. But yeah, man. Make sure you put the link in the Discord. I'll be down to check out your stuff. All right. So going on base of success probability for monetization for this hackathon, an AI companion seems like a good balance of hard, high chance of monetization, but also with the least amount of effort to build. So like look at this. Look at this research. It says here, and I don't know if this is true. I definitely need to take a look with my. Let's just take a look at this here right now. Let's see here. Key AI girlfriend statistics at a glance. Market value in 2023, 2.8 billion, bro. 2.8. There's a space for this for sure, bro. Do like they're doing the Discovery Channel. How is that? Who cares, YouTube? How so? Who cares, YouTube? But okay. Um, this is interesting because once again, this is a trend, right? AI, a lot of people look into it. And I don't know if I feel okay with building like an AI girlfriend or AI avatar. It feels wrong a little bit to me. Sure, I want to make money, but I do want to make money a little bit more with something I am passionate about rather than just chasing a trend. But if it's just for this hackathon, maybe I'll give it a try. I don't know. I don't have a lot of time to ponder on it, but there's obviously a high market for this. No, I'm not hearing it. I'm purposefully trying zoning out the lyrics because I know John to that will probably put some crazy stuff. But yeah, we're just gonna skip. Pero a ver. Okay. All right, so there's the AI companion, but then there's this one that was actually kind of very interesting to me. The problem with this one is I don't know if it can be monetized. OMG, I was reading complaints from people about an update to that AI that was advertised as a girlfriend. People were so mad because they limited its ability to. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. And here's the thing people will pay. People will pay to get unlock that, right? Because it never fails. In the history of marketing, in the history of ads, right? Of ads, products, what sells the most? Sex, right? So, and that's obviously what they are targeting there, and there's a market for it, but is it a market I can stand behind? I don't know. I'm leaning more towards no, but I think I'm okay with maybe trying the experiment just for the sake of the hackathon. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, funny and wrong facts. Yeah. Like it's a great marketing strategy. It's a great way to make like them making money, but like I don't know if I can stand behind it. That's why this one was interesting to me. An ADHD productivity app. Okay, that sounds a little bit better. You know, that's something I think I could stand behind. Um, yeah, and this one hits a little bit close to home. Starting chaos over here, requested it on Twitch, and then not hearing the music at all just to cause chaos. Who cares? You're something else, bro. Right, exactly, exactly. So I think exactly, Bill and Noel. I think that maybe just to experiment, because like building an AI avatar obviously has its own challenges, right? And maybe it's an opportunity for me to learn something new. Obviously, you've learned new stuff while writing that wrapper, right? Um, but yeah, we'll see. That's the only problem with chat, actually, is that I could talk to it for 45 minutes about something that's not work while I'm trying to talk to it about work. Yo, for sure, bro. For sure. LOL might as well work at the hub as a developer. Bro, look, not a lot of people know this. Well, I don't know if a lot of people know this, but I'll wait for after the ads. Who cares, YouTube? Because they're just. I don't think Billy No can hear us, bro. I know John to the. Oh, I know. I don't know what's going on. For real, K Mac. I'm with you, bro. We need the big idea. I want to hit big and retire, man. I'm trying to retire my parents, bro. But at this rate, at me coding on Twitch, it ain't happened. It ain't happening. Um, but okay. Let me show you my game, Billy No. I know you right now in Ad World. So I will try and what's up? Hey Zay. What's up, Zay? You doing alright, bro? Solo modelo como barrea. Alright, we're back. We're back. Billy No. I agree with that about the chat, bro. It does kind of derail unless you can kind of keep it locked in. So I guess when you have a niche AI wrapper that's meant to do an exact thing, right? You put the parameters in place, you can maybe guide it a little bit to where it stays on topic, right? So it will be interesting to explore that idea of creating an AI wrapper that's like an avatar where you can just chat with. It's like I said, it's a little bit, I don't know. Like I feel like y'all be doing bad to the next generation because you're fueling some thoughts that probably you just gotta go out and touch grass, bro. We just gotta go out and touch grass. That's all I'm saying. But Billy Noel, I'm gonna show you the game, bro. All right, bro. Sounds good, Venom. Sounds good. Okay, so based on your comment, who cares YouTube about might as well work at the hub as a developer. A lot of people don't know this, and maybe y'all do. But the reason we have the internet today is because a majority of investors on the internet, for the internet to be free, not free, but for the internet to be developed and for it to be where it's at today, is because of the hub. You know, it's because of that industry. They wanted it to have, you know, they wanted more access across the world for people to see. So they invested heavily into the internet, and a big part of that is the reason why the internet has evolved to where it's at today. Honestly, it's great to have a computer to talk to also though, because I can feed it my impulsive thoughts and it handles them very well compared to human beings. So I agree with you. First of all, I agree with you, Billy No. Second of all, that reminds me a lot of journaling, right? When you journal or you write your stuff down on a pen and paper, you throwing down your thoughts, and then your thoughts get collected, and then you kind of like find different answers based on your thoughts. It's just that now the thoughts kind of talk back to you. You know what I'm saying? But it is very similar. It reminds me a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? There's a way to make them go away for sure. John to the O was a sub, but he decided to sub somebody else, and then over here don't want to sub on me. It's okay though, John to the O. It's okay, bro. I still got lots of love for you, my guy. But Billy, no, let me show you a little bit of where my game is at. I don't know if it's broken, because last time I had to do something, and Cursor, I closed the laptop after I told Cursor to do something. So we'll see. All right. First and foremost, settings, we definitely gotta work on that. Upgrades. Now, I don't know if you've seen this before, but basically upgrades is, right, this is a roguelike game. So the more you play the game, the more you earn coins, which you can then use to unlock permanent upgrades. So for instance, if you want to have extra ball damage from the get-go, you can invest into those. Obviously, they're disabled because I only have one coin. Agility, right? Luck. That's for your core stats, but then you have quality of life stuff. So it could be, for instance, like upgrading your power-ups. On top of that, I'm planning to have some power-ups that you can unlock, so they can be new power-ups. Actually, I should put that on the unlocks. Another one is, for instance, this precision zone. And precision zone, I'll show you that here in a second. But then also this failsafe core, which is you get an extra life. So shop, you can do shop things to unlock permanent stuff. And then here's the game. Here's the game. Obviously, there's a lot to fix still. But I'll play a little bit so you can kind of get a feel of what the game is about, right? This is an arcade roguelike game. And we want to try and finish as many waves as possible while earning coins, earning tokens. That way we can upgrade or game session. Then we have a drop down here that will let us know, okay, well, you've leveled up. So now we have these different skills, right? So I'm going to improve my damage. Obviously, I have a bug. Oh my gosh. And then I lose. So let's try again. Let's see here. Ooh, that was a bug there too. I saw that bug. Oof. Oof. We're going to figure it out. Okay. Hold on. Try again. Let's see here. I'm trying to destroy one wave. Or I want you to see the danger zone. So if you take a note at the bars around the edges, the more you break blocks, they kind of retract a little bit. So that hopefully is an indicator. Oh my gosh, I suck at this game. That would be an indicator of, hey, the more you break blocks, the more time you give back to yourself before next wave comes down. So let's see here. I'm just trying to destroy one block, bro. One set of blocks. All right, let's increase our damage so we can just destroy them faster. The reason I get that boost of power is I'm going to increase my agility. Oh, no! Okay. You starting your new gig tomorrow after all this time off, hoping to get subbed again, LOL. Just need to sell this crap, add iPhone, and then I'll have some money. Good, bro. I'm just playing with you, man. I'm pulling your legs, bro. But, yeah. I appreciate the support as always. You ain't got to go get me no sub. As I tell everybody, y'all don't have to. But I appreciate it. I know, Billy, no. Okay. We're going to get it this time, bro. We're going to get it this time, all right? Let's see here. I do have some cheats in place, but I'm not going to tell y'all. And I do plan to give y'all a code only for my streamers. So only for my viewers. I'll give y'all a code that y'all can input in a hidden, if y'all tap a certain area. Bro, I cannot talk and play this game at the same time. But I want to give y'all a code for my viewers. That way y'all can unlock. I got a coin. Y'all can unlock a pickleball or a pickle paddle. Something that would be a little funny that it would be just between us. So when y'all download it on iPhone, when y'all download it on iOS, y'all can see a bit more. Y'all can just, have fun with it. With me. Like, it's for y'all. It's for me. It's for us to just enjoy. Let's get this wave. No! It looks hard, to be fair. I mean, I want it to be a hard game. Because I do, I'm a fan of hard games like Elden Ring, Sekiro, Bloodborne, Dark Souls. I like those type of hard games. I like Battletoads versus Double Dragon. That's one of the hardest games you can find. Like, yeah, bro. So I was trying to make this game difficult on purpose, but I also don't want to make it to a point where it's boring to play because it's too hard. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, thank you so much for the sub. Came out back, bro. Thank you so much for gifting John to that other sub, man. You're a real one, bro. You're a real one. Appreciate that, bro. I want y'all to see. All right, we're gonna get it this time, y'all. I want y'all to see the warning. The reason it's difficult right now is because I keep hitting it in the center, and if I hit it in the center, it's gonna bounce really fast because so that's a danger zone. That's how we know we're getting up close to the end. Okay, this is clearly a bug. Agility, come on, give me some agility. Give me a little faster because the ball increases. All right, no, let's go. We got this, y'all. We got this. Okay, let's go. We cooking. Okay, I guess we're not cooking. Oh my gosh. But yeah, you can kind of get an idea of the game there. I do plan on, if you are an Android developer, or sorry, if you're just an Android user and you want to play the game, I do plan to release a build or APK that you can install. I'll put the link on my Discord at some point this weekend. I promise it's not going to pass this weekend. I will put a link in my Discord and you can download it and try it out. You do need to unlock your phone. You need to enable developer mode if you want to try it out, and install open source, like be able to install third-party APKs, and that way you can then load it onto your application before even releasing it to the Play Store. So, if y'all are interested, for sure. I know came back the MVP, bro. There's a bug here. I can't go back. Interesting. But okay, what are things that I was trying to look into today? I wanted to finish with the feeling of the theming of the game. Oh my gosh, it's a bug. Yeah. What's going on, bro? There you go. That's it. I'll play it on stream. LOL, me streaming again don't seem likely at this rate. Bro, don't say that. You can stream at some point, man. You'll get there. Just a matter of time, man. You'll get there. All right. The pause this is what I was looking into. Pause screen looks cool. The text might be a little bit small. Though, once again, my perspective here, though, is based on what I'm seeing on the screen. So it might make more sense if I were to run it on an actual phone. So let me get a phone here. I'll open. I have this really old, cheap test Motorola device. So I'm going to load it on it. And we'll also have it so y'all can see what it looks like when I run it on my own. CRCPY source copy. You know what's wild is that progressive web apps bypass that, and you can install them straight from websites without changing any settings. Despite that, they actually have APKs. I did not know that. Billy, no, I did not know that. I think it must be just because they're limited in scope of what they can do and couldn't really be super bad. It couldn't really be super bad malware. But I mean, they can generate notifications and stuff and pop-ups, and they could be really annoying, honestly. I don't have any experience with progressive web apps, but I think you were the one that's told me about it at one point. So that's interesting, actually. Let's load this. You made one recently, yeah, it was you. Yeah, see, I remember. Hey, I can remember a little bit. Once again, K-Mac, thank you so much for that, bro. Thank you so much for sharing the love. All right, so this right here that y'all are seeing This is on my phone. On the phone. So y'all will see me here trying to play it on my phone right here now. So settings, upgrades. See, it does look kind of small. While I'm looking at this game, it does look kind of small. Some of the touch, like, see, I don't like these touch where it kind of like that shouldn't have that border there in the white. So let me make some notes here. Sticky notes. Let's bring out the stickies. Oh my god! Hey, can y'all see this right here? Y'all see what this is? This is my brisket recipe. This is how I make brisket. That's funny, bro. All right, let's try a new one. Font. Can we make it smaller, bigger? Let's make it bigger. Yeah, but this is my brisket recipe. I keep it to the side because we're gonna still need that. Just a website basically, but it can have offline storage and can actually just look like a regular app on most platforms and can run on literally anything from a Kindle to a desktop. Anything a web browser can run on, I guess. And I guess it has its own market, right, Billy? No? It probably has its own market. So it's quite interesting because I can see a lot of people, especially companies that don't have native developers, to invest in something like a web progressive app. I actually have some friends that I wanted to look into it as well too. All right, so let me add some notes here. Border on disable buttons should not be visible. Okay. What else here? Let's see. Let's just kind of go through this. All right. I like that the bottom ones are unlocked. Precision hit boost locked. This should not be locked because if you unlock the precision zone, oh, the precision zone is not unlocked. Okay. This bar at the bottom does not make any sense here. We shouldn't have this bar at the bottom. Shop quality of life. Bro! Why, fam? Why, bro?
Emotional damage.
John to the oh man. You have came to derailed the chat, bro. You've derailed. Why is the alarm sounding for the car? Bro, I need exercise. I went and I had a basketball game last night. By the way, we won our basketball game. And now we're going to the finals. The finals for the team is next week. If we win it, we'll win the league. So, bro, I do my exercise. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to wake up at 5 in the morning and do some exercise. I'm going to go play ball, bro. But I'll do the burpees now that we're in break. What's up, Ziggs? Give me a second, man. I've been sitting an hour. This guy. Go, Ziggy. Yeah. Go say hi to mom. Mom just came in. All right, let's go do these burpees, bro. You said Ann? Baby girl, you okay? Love you. Oh, Keeks. Huh? Yeah, this is the one. Thank you. Hey, the wife came in. Look at that, man. The wife came in. She hooked it up, bro. She got your boy a taro milk tea. Not taro milk tea, a boba tea. I got a green tea, boba milk tea. My G, bro. My G. Come on. Who cares, you two, bro? You see I'm about to do these burpees, fam.
Got him! Got him!
Bro. What's that dude name? The one that goes like this? Bro. Come on, man. Damn, bro. Yeah, what do you mean you can't hear anything on that side? You don't hear it in YouTube? Who cares? Yes, I put a limit, bro. Yes, I put a limit. Hell yeah, I put a limit. Cause you killed me yesterday, bro. All right, let me go ahead and do these burpees, bro. Oh my goodness. Actually, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I think I jacked up my wrist at last night's game. Facts, Billy. No facts. Facts. There should always be one. Oh, you don't hear the alerts. Okay, I need to look into that. Let me add here. Look into YouTube live alerts. They are not sounding. All right. I'm not gonna say anything, John, to that O. I'm not gonna say that. Dang. Tell me how you really feel, bro. All right, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. My wrist. I've been having a pain all day right here. I think it's getting swollen right here, this area. When you compare it to my other wrist, this area does look a little bit swollen, and it hurts to like put my hand. Hurts to put my hand like that. So instead, what I'm gonna do. What can I do? I'll do squats. I'll do 20 squats, bro. I'll do 20 squats. So let's go. No respin. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yo, my pants, is it falling? All right. 5. Let him know, UX Angel. Let him know. 3, 4, 5. Yo. Oh my gosh, bro. Oh my gosh. 9, 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bro, do you forget what I do for a living, John 2.0? I type. I use a mouse for a living. Y'all are tripping. But yeah, no, I think I hit it yesterday when I played ball. You've come to bargain? What do you mean? And UX Angel says they're about to cut y'all up. What happened? Who cares? YouTube is broken. No, it's not.
Got him! Got him!
Let's go came out back. Yeah, my wife got me this shirt. It's actually pretty dope. I can't believe you, man. Both of y'all got me with freaking pickle shots. I miss what Billy No was saying. Not sure if you mean PWAs where you don't need to port. You just run on any platforms because the app is handled by a native web browser. It actually creates the APK and it's probably really a reference to the browser that just loads up the offline copy of the website with a special options to the browser. Got it. Yeah, ain't no saving. Celtics are the worst, man. Came out back. You need to tell John. You need to take back that sub from John 2.0, man. You need to take that sub back from him. Yes, you do. Oh my gosh, who cares, YouTube? Why, bro? Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. All right, bro. Who cares? We're gonna split it up. Yeah, take back that sub, bro. Take back that sub from John to that old man. He talk about Celtics are trash. Like, Celtics is not my team, but I wouldn't say they're trash. I'm going for Dallas this year. Let's go, Cooper Flag. Cooper Flag, Kyrie. Let's see. All right. Who cares, YouTube? Let's go ahead and do this thing for you. And I'm gonna space it out. Who cares, YouTube? Okay. You know what? You know what? Who cares? Let me just knock them both out right here. Who cares, YouTube? This is gonna be the diss of the century, bro. I hope every night you have dreams of wet pickles in your ears. So when you wake up in the morning and anything you try to bite, you know, actually, I wish you're going to try to eat a hot dog and the mustard and the ketchup from the hot dog just lands in your eyes and then it burns. And then that's how I feel whenever I'm taking the pickle shot because, yeah, so you can get a snippet of how I feel, bro. So this is for you, Who Cares, YouTube. You really, y'all here lining up to see me taking the pickle shot? Oh, that's so carajos over there. Stop. All right. This is for you, Who Cares, YouTube. Thank you, bro. I don't want no flavored pickle earwax. No, I don't. Pa arriba, pa abajo, pa el centro y pa dentro. I'm him. I ain't no punk though. I'm going for round 2, bro. I'm for you, bro. Really? Y'all have my daughter making fun of me out here. She pointing at me. She's laughing. I don't like you right now, Who Cares, YouTube? I don't like it right now. You should test your sodium levels lately. You're right. I probably should. That was so gross. Y'all made me not enjoy my bubble tea, man. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to get readjusted. Okay. Let's get back to this. Really, no, I don't know what they have me doing here, man. I'm just trying to be an indie dev, bro. I'm just trying to build my apps, release my stuff. But look, y'all have me sweating, bro. Look at that. Got me sweating, bro. That's crazy, man. It's supposed to be a chill stream. All right. Shop little bottom horizontal nav bar should not be visible. For real, man. All right, let's see what else here. Let's make some notes of these things. Okay. Core stats, agility, luck, damage. Okay, let's go back. Bro, here, let's see here. We hit start. All right. The game looks a little choppy. Okay. Yeah, it does look a little choppy. I don't know if that's because this device is older. Okay, once again, the text is very small. Everything just feels very small as far as the UI is concerned. So we definitely need to look at this. LOL now satisfied, like I said, LOL causing chaos in Twitch and then dipping to get on YouTube. That's how you're avoiding the smoke. Who cares, YouTube? Because you keep going back to YouTube, my guy. That's wild. Um, but yeah, the text is very small. Like just looking at on this phone, we're gonna have to change this up quite a bit, I feel like. Okay, so we have the damage. Game over. This is not centered. Let me see here. UI text overall is very small. When it's game over, actually, we can leave this like that. I like how you can see in the back, like the game's still going when you're losing, which is kind of cool. So I'll leave that there. Game over screen buttons. Buttons are not centered to the modal. And actually, I want to see. Okay, pause, look okay. Pause the icons. Pause screen. Icons should be the new icons. Okay, okay. All right. There's no hover states, but once again, buttons in I think the border on disable buttons on buttons in general should not be visible. All right. The selected or hover state that enables a border around the button should be removed. All right, cool. What else? What else? Let's just play the game for a little bit here. Now, there's a bug here because I immediately unlocked, and I can see here if I go to the main menu and upgrades, I immediately unlocked this precision zone. So that's a bug. Precision zone is unlocked, I believe, after try again is pressed. And we're going to test that though. We're going to test that because we're going to go ahead and uninstall the app. Oh, yeah. Do y'all remember this app? Y'all remember this app that I was building? This is the one that I started building on Twitch. This is what started me here on Twitch. So many stuff. I don't think a lot of people seen this one. Clearly a crash. But yeah, a lot of stuff. Where is the roadblock breaker here? Actually, I wanted to uninstall it. My baby, she get over. I don't know what this little moto icon is. Can we remove that? Cool. Can I remove this too? Cool. So then let's see here. We see that the position zone is locked currently. But when I start the game, right, and let me just play around. Let's see how does it feel to play on an actual phone. It feels actually better than playing with a mouse. That was a jarring lag. Let's do damage. Okay, we have a coin. Oh, we're stuck. A bug. This is a bug. But we can, I'm gonna hold it here so we can see the danger zone. Okay. Everything is just kind of like blinking. I don't like the red bar. We need to look into the red bar. Just make sure this actually fails. Okay, you lose right here. So if I hit try again, Yeah, if I hit try again, if you see here, the upgrade is unlocked now. Is at max. And we have the zone there. All right. So that's definitely something else we need to take note of. After dragon is pressed on the game over screen. All right, this is a little list of bugs that we can tackle, I think, today, for sure. The biggest one though is the whole UI overhaul. The UI overhaul, we're gonna have to figure it out porque no está funcionando bien, no creo. Let's see here, cursor. Yo, all right. What's the largest PR y'all have ever created? Like working for your company or working for yourself, a pull request that you created, what's the max amount of lines added or the net amount of lines added, right, after you've created this PR? Because I did a crazy one this week. It was too large. It was, oh my gosh. I was actually disappointed in myself. Hmm. What is this? I have no idea what any of this is. Okay. We do PRs, LOL peasants. Should be just working off master, bro. I've left the days of where I worked off master. No longer work off master. Okay, I don't man, this is a lot of changes. I'm not gonna lie. Should I even commit this? I don't do PRs for my own projects, but for where I work, I do for sure. What is the fun and no risk? True. You take risks and you know you're alive, right? All right. Let's create a new chat. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna tackle these stickies. Mm, yeah, let's tackle tackle the easiest ones first. Let's start with this one. Play the game on my phone and notice several issues. Let's start with this one. Should remove. Attached is an image that shows the button being highlighted when it should. So for instance, when I do that, go to CRCPY. Oh, what happened with CRCPY? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Bro, what is this? Okay. I feel like this is gonna be a dope song. By the way, how are you splitting the audio? I tried to follow a tutorial on YouTube, but didn't understand a single thing. More so, it didn't work. Um, so there is this plugin called ATM Vertical. Inside of ATM Vertical, you can configure different stream sources, and within those stream like targets, so like I have YouTube, I have Twitch, I have YouTube Vertical. Um, Within those sources, you can then configure individual like what tracks are being sent to YouTube. So, for instance, there's a the reason why you might not hear the alerts is because I don't send certain audio to YouTube because I usually get hit with copyright notices. For instance, whenever the sounds happen from the spin, I will get hit for the copyright notices. Um, but you can split it up. Yeah, I got you. I got you. I'll post it in the. It's called ATM Vertical plugin. It's this one here. It's called ATM. Sorry, ATM Multi-Stream. Is this one here? ATM Multi-Stream. And I think they have a website that you can add to, but yeah, this is exactly what I use, and it's pretty straightforward to do. All right, while cursor is doing its thing, I want to jump into this here real quick. Just kind of like to browse around with this idea. Maybe Billy, no, maybe I will jump into this AI avatar for this hackathon. I wonder. Okay, let's add this here. I'm gonna create a new project. I'm gonna call this Shipathon 2025. And inside of that, we're gonna throw in the Jensen idea in here, and then we're gonna say, okay, let's see here. 48-hour MVP plan. Chat UI, voice replies. How am I gonna do voice replies? Okay, can you search? Based on the features that you're recommending. Oh, what? Whoa. Why did you switch? What happened here? What's going on here? What do you usually build your apps in? So I typically whoa, what is this? Hold on. Hold on. Did I sorry, give me 1 second, came back. I don't remember. Okay, I never read this last string of the chat. Okay, I'll take a look at this here in a second. So to answer your question, what I usually build my apps in, I think for games, my go-to is Godot. But for everything else I do is Android Studio or IntelliJ's. They have their suite that allows you to build for Java applications or even iOS applications. But if you download Android Studio, which is really all I need, and I'm not really dealing with backend, and even if I were dealing with backend, I can still use Android Studio. There's different plugins that you can install into the IntelliJ suite that will enable certain features. So, for instance, if I were to install the KMM plugin, I can unlock the wizard that will allow me to set up the projects for iOS, backend, and Android all in one code base and all in one IDE. So my go-to is to just use Android Studio to build everything using Kotlin. Hopefully that answered your question. Let me see. So Cursor, did you finish? All right, Cursor finished. We're gonna install this update though, and then we're gonna run and see what this looks like. Yes, sir. There's a wizard. Just like that. There's a wizard. No, we can still see here. Look. Which image did I give it initially? It was the game over. Let's die real quick. Welcome back, John, to the O. Oh my gosh, this is not working. Yeah, the wizard for KMM is really nice. Actually, it's pretty good. I'll just send in a picture of this. Tap and hold the button without releasing. Then the border is displayed. Maybe the press state is displaying the border. Is there a way to remove that? All right, let's see here. Short answer is no. You don't need a big backend for 48-hour shipathon build. Use a tiny proxy plus managed services. Here's the simplest way to ship safely, cheap, and fast. No backend. App calls LLM TTS directly, so just hook it into the APIs. Problem, you'd have to ship API keys in the client. They'll get stolen. Exactly. One serverless function as a relay for AI calls. Okay. No full backend. We're not going to do a full backend. So we can do this one. Camera app, UI, local cache, voice recorder player. Okay. Supabase. We're not touching Firebase. We do not speak about Firebase here. Only Supabase. Cloudflare Worker. I don't know what this is for. Now I did. Thank you. I'll have to check out Android Studio one of these days. Do you use Android or iPhone? So I use Android. I use Android mainly because that is my job since 2017 as an Android engineer. So I've collected over the years, like, I have phones. This is my personal phone right here. My personal phone, then I have test devices, and then I have like two more over there. But then also, I have an iPhone for work. But recently, since I've been building iOS apps using KMM, I've been looking to find a cheap iPhone I could get so I could have it as a test device. Because, for instance, I can't test this device right now, this game. If I wanted to test it, I need to use my daughter's iPad. But I use Android. Just because I like the control that I get on Android. And for some people, you know, they like the ecosystem of Apple, and I get it. We've had hot debates on Apple here before. For instance, I bet y'all didn't know this one. Watch it. Check this out. Recently, hold on. Let me finish up my boba. All right. I bet y'all didn't know this one. Recently, somebody on Reddit posted that they got banned. Their developer account got banned by Apple. Now, why did it get banned? Well, apparently they were using a secondhand device that they bought. And the device previously, I believe, had an account that it itself was banned, a developer account that was banned. But they got this brand new, this phone, the secondhand phone. They resetted everything. They installed everything on their on this new device, iPhone device. And as part of, I guess, the security measures that Apple has, they detected that this phone was used by a previously banned developer account, and they terminated the new user's developer account when they were totally related from anything, unrelated. Sorry. So stuff like that is what throws me off from using iPhone. Like, I get their ecosystem is much better. I love Mac to build my products, but you're going a little bit too overboard with that, in my opinion. And I've said this stuff on YouTube and on my videos, and I've had people comment, "Oh, well, don't post anything on the App Store. You ain't got to do nothing on the App Store. It's their store. They can do whatever they want." Sure, you're right. You're 100% right. You're 100% right, my G. I can't say what I want to say, but you're 100% right. But just because you can do something doesn't necessarily make it right, in my opinion. So, yeah. Anyways, I don't have anything against Apple or anything like that, but I do know, them and Google, they make questionable decisions from time to time. Okay, so this even gives me okay, routes to cheap model by default escalates to bigger model if message is long or emotional. Proxy to TTS provider. Proxy. So, okay, doing all of this sounds costly, very costly. Because the API cost to hit the TTS or to even hit the chat for these AIs, that's gonna run up the cost, bro. Okay. User taps to hold to talk, audio, SST optional to chat. Worker calls small LM. Cheap. Are we sure that's cheap? What's is small LM? You just saying there's a small LM? Okay. If rules trigger long message, escalate to a big LM. Okay. Memory display besties remembers. Okay. Yeah, I use iPhone for personal use, but I want an Android for that same reason, for dev work. Yeah, and the cool thing about Android is it's cheaper to buy some devices. And a lot of the times you do want to get a cheaper device because a lot of the market is international. It's not only in the United States. So like South America uses a lot of Androids. India uses a lot of Android. The only problem with these users is that they don't spend money. So one of the better ways to actually make some money is maybe through advertisements or having paywalls. And then whoever wants to pay for those premium services, they can. But it's a much harder market to capture, I think, on Android. But not a much harder market to capture. It's a much harder market to monetize because they don't like spending money. iPhone users like to spend money. Aquí la gente quiere hacer software multiplatform y yo acá con mi filosofía. Si me funciona, si me funca a mí, llama, es más que suficiente. Bueno, bro, más que yo quiero hacer todo multiplataforma para solo abrir mis alas y poder volar y ojalá conseguir un poquito de dinerito de la gente que les gusta comprar esa vaina. All right, well, this is cheap tiered models. Small model for 80-90% of turns. Big model only for flag moments. Short prompt. Skeet only lasts 3 to 5 turns plus 3 to 5 retrieve facts. Voice caching. Cache greeting, checking prompts, common affirmations. Usage cap. Free 5 voice replies a day plus equals unlimited within reason. Small LM. Really? At $4.99 a month plus one paying user covers thousands of small model messages. Is this true? I'm honestly surprised about this assessment. I don't know how true this is. Ni siquiera. Yo que cada que me reúno con un cliente, ahora con qué mamada vas a salir. No piensa ajustar el FONSA porque no puedes verlo este tipo, bro. Solo se lo mandas a la IA, Bren. Se lo mandas a la IA y te lo arregla de una. Okay. I'm actually getting a little bit interested in doing this virtual AI thing. All right, let's see if still okay. We should probably just start with the menu, huh? Bro. Okay, let me see here. Remote. Actually, let's just start again and with the main menu. That's the easiest thing to do. Control main menu here. All right, so if we hover, let's look at the books here. Books, the buttons. I have a VBox container, then another VBox container. This is redundant. We need to fix this. Okay, start button. So if sé cómo eres, eso me gusta. ¿Y cómo me haces? ¿Cómo me tratas? ¿Qué quiero hacer? Tienes algo que mi cuerpo lo acelera. Tú tienes algo que me deja con la intriga, mamá. Sé que puedo hacer, maldita abusadora. Y si no, cuando más se enamora, me va. Eso me. Oh, yeah, yeah. Es una maldita mujer. Mm. Okay, let's see. Can I do for all of them? De hecho, no, el problema no es ese. Es que piden editar un formato que está con un HTML horrible y además va re justo en espacio. Le cambias un píxel y todos los meses clientes reportando que las impresoras sacan mal el formato. Brother, se escucha como que tienes trabajo para siempre. Te van a dar trabajo para siempre. Ojalá que les estés cobrando cada vez que te piden que cambies algo. This is not bordered like this one. But it still has the white border. Okay, that's a different setting. Quiero a pesar de que resta me suma. De hecho, justo no puedo hacer un API por lo mismo. Es cuánticamente no renderizable por parte del backend para retornar un PDF. Yo. Pero si le pones un precio por encima para cada llamada de esa API, eso no te puede ayudar. Solo cobrarles más, brother. Outline size. What if I don't want to outline? Is this it? No. Maldita abusa. Let's try this upgrade button here. Hago de cuando más se enamora. Eso no me va. Eso me tiene mal. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, be on the drums, on the drums, on the drums. Paolo Londra. Shrink center, localized numeral, mouse focus, force pass. Yeah, bro. Why? That little. I don't know what will be causing that. No, literalmente. Dije literal. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Bro, yo no puedo hablar para salvarme la vida. No, literalmente no se puede renderizar. Se supone que es una página y me saca un PDF con 19 páginas. Uf, brother, no. Tú te estás odiando con los costos del servidor entonces, si tienes que hacer eso. Pero, ¿y por qué 19 páginas, man? Light mask. Hmm. Visibility layer? Like, what is this? If this was Android, I would be able to look at this node tree and really understand what's going on with this button. What if I were to make this black? It doesn't change. I was messing with the wrong button, bro. Espérate. ¿Este se fue o no? Yes, se fue. Okay, let's go back to the upgrade button. I need to see what caused this from disappearing. Espérate. Force, mouse force pass. What is this? When enabled, scroll wheel events processed by the input would be passed to the parent control. Okay, that's not what we want. Para que ustedes vean qué es lo que estoy usando. Estoy mirándose en esto. No voy a hacer, pero lo vamos a hacer. Te quiero ver. Let me get rid of this focus. Does this do anything? No. If we add it back, did it go away? No. No, man. Boca. Boca. No soy de Argentina, pero hincha de su boca. Porque el HTML son como unas 5000 líneas y de puro milagro CSS es capaz de mantener eso unido en el navegador, brother. Pero tremenda aplicación que tú tienes. Si es todo puro HTML. Va a tocar pedir tiempo para hacer eso, porque en las 8 horas previstas para el API no será posible realizar ese formato desde cero. Hay cosas que ni que el señor sabe que tiene ese formato, bro. Estás en un base de código que estás en un repositorio de código que está pero bien en las épocas de dinosaurios y todo es por HTML y son 5000 líneas. That's crazy. Outline size. Let's get rid of this outline size. Is that it? Why does it have this thing around it? Okay, let's redo this. In the main menu, let me try to do this myself. Main menu here. Okay, main menu. See, we didn't need this 2 V-Bucks container, bro. Why do we need these 2 V-Bucks containers? Let me see here. Yeah. Fro, one of these days we gotta make a game together, man. Yeah, bro, just let me know. We can talk it out, man. We can chop it up in the Discord and see what we can cook up. Yeah. It's all good, bro. Let's see here. So this upgrade. What if I were to remove this outline size? And then we run it. I did it on the upgrade button. No se quita. Okay, if I'm in the remote, let's take a look at this then. Pari una botella, gracias al se puso bella. Okay, ya veo. So when you tap something like this, you get an extra border. But then when you get on it, you might have a border like that. Got it. Okay. Concuerdo. Tenemos código legacy combinado con código nuevo y el legacy ni lo tocan. Brother, ya es hora de retirar eso, mi pana. Es hora de retirarlo. Button mask. Yeah, see, this white border is still there. I don't understand what the white border would be. Let's see here. Godot button border highlight. Remove button border highlight. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, you can do this by assigning a style box empty to the button's focus style. Either in the team or in the button custom style. However, consider accessibility when doing so, as removing the focus outline makes the GUI no longer accessible to keyboards. I mean, this is a touch. This is a touch. This is a game, so touch screen might be okay. But I already have an empty, right? For the focus. New style box empty. Let's try that. Let's try that. I mean, it's already empty. Right? Espérate. Bro. De la cama. New style box empty. Okay, here we go. Si te marihuana. Okay, there we go. That was it right there. All right, cool. All right. Okay, it's still broken. I figured out what you need to do, and I want you to apply it to every button in a TCSN file. Here's the fix. Enable the, actually, let's be a little bit more verbose of that. In the focus style, the team overrides, right? Quedaba más out. Y me puse a jugar. In the team override, there's a styles section that has a focus state. Add an empty, a style box empty to the focus state, and the white border will be removed. All right, go ahead and do that for me, buddy. I'll be right back. Tengo que utilizar el baño. He estado tomando bastante agua. I've been drinking a lot of water. So I need to come. Like I said, I'm going to go hoop tomorrow morning. So, you know, I got to up my water intake. Costumbre. And also, like I said, I'm going to be streaming on Tuesdays and Thursdays. That's the get-go. But we're going to cut it down to about 2 hours, 2 hours and a half. So I think I have maybe about 20 minutes left in the tank, and then we gotta dip because I have to go back to work again. I'm behind a little bit in some stuff, so I need to get back to work and do some stuff. But I'll be right back. I'm gonna use the restroom. Ya me acostumbré, ya me acostumbré. Bro, tú te tienes que convertir en el experto del código legacy para que puedas tener más trabajo, mi brother. Let me see here. Let me text my boy. Na, 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 na. Estás hecha para mí, tú me resaltas. Teletun. No, no. I mean, like I said, I gotta wake up early tomorrow, and to be honest, you might go to bread. You might go to bread. What? Nah, who cares, bro? The reason is because you know, every single day this week I've had something going on. Monday night I did something. Tuesday I did something. Right, I streamed. Wednesday, which was yesterday, I had my basketball game. Thursday today I'm streaming again. So I want to kind of cut it short, a little bit short tonight, and just try to spend some time with my wife. And then hopefully I can take her tomorrow on a date. This guy, bro. Why though, bro? Why?
Emotional damage.
That's what you get, my guy. That's what you get. Oopsie. Viene, estás hecha para mí. Tú me rezas. All right, let's see if fix it. No, you didn't, mother. You did not fix it. You did not fix it. Okay, which ones did it modify? Which one's the cursor modify? Pause button. Okay, so did it to the pause button. Let's see. Pause. Bro, no, you did not apply to any. Settings. Okay, you did it to the settings. Okay, you did do it to the settings. That's fine. I verified the pause button and it's still there. The settings button seems okay. The buttons in the shop. What about the buttons in the shop? The buttons in the shop, disabled and enabled, also have the same problem. I didn't fix the main menu. I only applied it to the upgrades button. You need to go through all of them and apply it. You might go to bed. I think so. I don't remember for which song though. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yo, who cares YouTube? So what's the next status, bro? When you going out on another date? Is that like a done deal? What's going on? Because I remember last time you said you're still being a little bit, you know, pressured to talk to homegirl. How's that working out for you, bro? Yeah, the pause button looks good. But okay. All right, so it looks like it's applying some stuff. So while it's doing that, we'll go back here to the Shipaton. But this is crazy about this demographics. That there's a 9.5 billion by 2.8. All right, let's see here. Concrete to-do list. KMM screens super base projects, revenue cat, plus monthly, entitlement plus, chat, TTS, AM, PM check-in flow, 3 quick prompts, AM, 2 PM, memory editor, okay, free plus limits, guard and client and servers, post hog events, example request contracts, keep it boring and stable, UID, text. Not gonna lie, today was rough. I bombed an interview. Context goal, ship my portfolio by Friday, like slow-fi, leg day on Wednesday. What? Tone gentle, free tier true, model small or large. This is a response. That sucks. I'm proud you tried. Want a 10-minute reset plan? But how do we gain these memory hints? But you go to real backend, you need async jobs. My problem with okay, maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe I'm overthinking this on how to use it, bro. I don't think I'm gonna get to play basketball tomorrow, bro. Bro, it hurts so bad. It hurts so bad. Yeah, I'm not sure to be honest. We haven't talked in 2 weeks now. I'm going to just play by ear and see how things go. I got too much going on and I don't really have time right now for it. My brother and I are looking for new houses for him in another state. Then I got my camping trip on the 20th, so really got no time. I hear you, bro. Now, is your brother leaving? What are your plans when your brother leaves to another state? Because it sounds to me, based on the time that I met you, Who Cares YouTube, is that you're like a really family oriented, right? So you always are with your nephews. Sounds like you spend time with your siblings. What is your plan if you were to leave the state? Are you moving the state as well, or is that just not something in the work options? All right. Okay. Give me a prompt. Okay. Okay. I need a design doc, a dev design doc of how we're going to tackle this project. I want to feed it to. I want to give it to my staff engineer so that they can begin implementing it. They don't know anything about these technologies. Actually, they don't know anything about consuming AI APIs, but they do know how to build APIs and set up things like Superbase and KMM. In my mind, we could share a lot between Android, iOS, and backend. By backend, I mean the APIs will be calling, but deployed as a proxy, like you mentioned. Yeah, he wants me to keep working where I am for now, then try to look for a full remote job and then move with him. He wants to be in the state because apparently it has potential for business. He wants to do IT work there, but I honestly think he just wants to go back to his ex-wife. She's from that state. I see. Well, I mean, he could be doing that business where he's at right now, but he doesn't advertise. I see. Well, yeah, I don't know what to say to that, other than good luck to your brother, and hopefully, if you want to move, you can follow going that way as well. Um, Bro, if you ever see any open positions a block, hit me up in the DMs and I will, submit a referral if you want. All right, well, that's going. Let's take a look at cursor. It's done. All right, let's double check on these buttons to see if it did it. They added empty here, and they added the empty here as well. Cool. So the main menu should work. Like there should not be any hover anymore. Yes, right. If we go to the upgrades, I don't know. This still has. These buttons don't have it. The back button still has it. All right. Let's see. Add that to cursor and then. All right. The back button in the shop scene has the same border issue. The item shop, right? That's what it's called. Is the item shop item? Actually, let me just add this here. The purchase button. I'll just add this myself because this one is easy. Actually, I just do it to bow, bro. Let's do a new empty one, and then let me look for the back button. Where's the shop? It's crazy that I know a lot more than I think when it comes to Godot. I didn't really think I would know this much, but the more I do it, the more I realize that I do know. This button right here. I'm becoming more used to it. How do you design the buttons? Did you create them, or are those strictly Godot-based buttons? These are strictly Godot-based buttons. So, for instance, this button, this button here, right? It's a regular Godot button, and then I added, not me, but Cursor did, add a bunch of, not this one in particular, but let me show you here, like this in the main menu, for instance. 1 second, main menu screen here. Like these here, they went ahead and added a bunch of these colors, as well as I forgot how they added the borders. Style boxes. There you go, New Joker. What's up, New Joker? How you doing, bro? Thank you for being here. By the way, K-Mac back. Your boy New Joker, he's probably like an expert at Godot over here, man. I appreciate you coming by, man, and helping me out with my questions in Godot, man. But you're coming close to the end of my stream because I'm leaving in about 20 minutes or less. Probably less. Yeah. Doing all right. Just wrote a 300-line setting script. Damn. That's crazy. How's your game coming? How is your game coming, my guy? Okay, okay, I like that we can see now. Yes, we can't see the highlights around these buttons anymore. Perf. Back button. Dope. Now, let me deploy this onto my phone and see how it looks. And we'll show that here. I'll kill it here so then we can see it run on its own. My stuff is all the way Gucci. Dope, bro. When you're releasing? All right, nice. Nice. I see that they're not there anymore. However, we do want to make these buttons a little bit bigger, I think. So if we go to upgrades, obviously we need an icon for the upgrades. Why is the back button not working here? All right, upgrades. Nice. These are working nice. Yeah, the button presses need to be bigger. Start. When I hit start, it takes a while. I don't know why. Pause look good. Yes, the hovers look great. I like this. Okay, resume. Let's see what the there's two things I need to look into. I need to look into the skill screen, which happens once I level up, and I also need to look into the the game over screen. All right. Hey, this looks great, actually. Okay. Once again, though, the text is a little too small, in my opinion. I always feel like buttons look too big visually or too small for my fingers. I agree with you, bro. I think these buttons need to be updated. The whole text and everything just looks a little too small, in my opinion. Let's say we go here, damage. We gotta fix the power up, obviously. Rompa. Damage. Hey, we got 2 balls now. Let's go. 2 balls. Are we gonna get a little gun? We might get a gun here. Keep increasing damage. You see how the ball changes? We have a little gun. It's shooting. Okay. Now we have a coin coming too. Bro, I'm leveling up too quick though. Another ball. Let's go. Okay. Hey, let's go. Oh, I'm losing that one. I'm having fun with this one, actually. This run is pretty fun so far. But there's a lot of gimmickies that's going on that I need to fix. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to see how far I can get. So far, I've went up 8 levels. I've earned, here, let's add agility. I've earned 2 coins that I can spend. Damn it, and I just died. Okay. This button looks good too, so let's go to the shop. But see, this doesn't update with the coins, and now it's just broken. Damn it. So let me launch it again. And I want to see something here. I want to see if the upgrades actually, they didn't get stored. Okay, so I need to look into that. All right. Cool. I think that's a little, this is a good fix here with those button states. So let me go ahead to cursor and tell it to, now I fixed this. So we can just commit this for now. That's it. But we do need to, where are my stickies? Borders and buttons are removed. Now, I did see a different bug with the buttons. Let me see here. Buttons are not consistent in how they present their press state. All right, this one here, I can just show to cursor really quick. Remind me again, you Joker, what is your game about? I want to show this. Let's do this in a new tab. And let's just add it from the sticky here. Yeah, what's your real follow age? Who cares YouTube? My guess. Hold on, let me guess. You're at least a year, for sure. You're for sure at least a year. Who cares YouTube? If I had to guess, you're close to 2 years. By the way, if y'all have anybody we want to raid, let me know, please. Bro. You know what? I set myself up for that one. Bro. Now I know I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna answer that question, and never again in my life. Every time you ask, I set myself up for that one. Who cares YouTube? Thank you so much for that, man. I really need to fix that shit. Damn, bro. We should raid Frozer, dice el pizza de piña. No, hombre. Es que el Frozer no, como que no hace tanto, man. El tipo ahí se queda chilling y no hace tanto. Hello, JK. I started filing since February 5th, so 7 months. Really? Bro, it honestly has felt longer than that. Way longer than that. In the mind as you. Name it. Hey, look at that. K Mac, 3 months. Hey, not bad, bro. Not bad. Once again, like I said, I appreciate y'all just hanging out with me for all these years, or years, these months, time. It doesn't matter. Y'all just be hanging out, and we go with that. We're gonna be consistent, like I said, Tuesdays and Thursdays, 6:30 p.m. CST. That's gonna be the regular time. I'm gonna try and throw in some stuff in the weekends as well. And I'm honestly contemplating waking up super early before work and doing some stuff, but it's easier said than done because I have kids. I gotta drive them off and drop them off to school. A lot of different things. Yo, what happened here? Did cursor crash? Yeah, but if y'all have anybody you want to raid, let me know. That way we can raid them. Because after this, I'm probably gonna hop off. Like I said, you know, have every single evening I've been doing something, and I haven't hang out with my wife, and I want to hang out with her. Maybe watch some Survivor. She sent me a message today with what's it called? The Amazing Race. The Amazing Race is gonna start in September 25th, I think. And by oh shit, September 25th. Today's August 14th. Y'all. Yo. Our anniversary is in 11 days. Y'all have any tips? What should I do? Oh my gosh, I forgot. We're in August. Oh my gosh. August 25th. It's around the corner. I need to figure something out. Para divertirse, confundirse y es triste. I mean, touche. That's a good one. Vente, vente, pero veiten. Oh, John Tuda. Oh, I think I know why the ads were going crazy at the beginning of the stream. It's because the end of last stream, I snoozed all the ads, and I just did the same thing too. So I'm guessing by the next stream is gonna start off like that too, which kind of womps. I don't know if I like that. Y'all, you know, I'm trying to make that money from Twitch, bro. I appreciate the subs. Like I said, don't spend your money on subs unless y'all want to. But like the ads, you know, I'm trying to get a little bit of money from them ads. All right. What am I testing out is the shop. It's still here. And see, it goes left to right. And actually, let me just go into that. Where's the shop here? Dímelo, X Good Trip. ¿Cómo estás, mi pana? ¿En qué andas, brother? Mira, llegaste al final que ya me estoy por irme. ¿Pero en qué andas? Scroll container. Ah, this is why. You're in a scroll container. But I don't want disable horizontal scroll, but keep vertical scroll. This is what I want. Pero paca las migas. All right, there we go. It fixed it. Okay, but when we add, we're gonna have some vertical scrolling, which is cool. Now, I don't like that this is growing. See how this is growing every time we add and remove stuff? That's not good. All right, K-Mac, bro, you be safe. Thank you so much for being here once again, K-Mac. It's great to see you. I know you were out for a bit. Hopefully I catch you the next time I'm on or whenever I see you on Discord or anything, bro. Yeah, man, you have a good rest of your evening. Peace, man. Ex Good Trip, ¿cómo terminó cómo está el proyecto? ¿Todavía viene bien o qué? Let's see who can raid. And the drums. Paulo Londra. Oh, my boy. Is he playing Madden? Bro. Bro. You not good at Madden. This is my homeboy right here. I play with him ball. I'm gonna see him tomorrow morning, probably. You out? Was lurking a bit playing Battlefield 6. Have a good one, broski. Hey, DMO, appreciate it, bro. Thank you for the lurk, man. How is Battlefield 6? Is it worth it? Are you gonna pick it up? Can we play it later on? Like add your PlayStation or Xbox or whatever and play later on, or is it not worth it? It's alright. Okay. I gotcha. I mean, I really am not a fan of Battle 6. I'm not a fan of Call of Duty either. I feel the same way, bro. I only play Warzone because it's free. Yeah, for sure. So what I always do is I'll wait for Black Friday and buy them on sale. Like I don't spend it when they come out. I'll either spend like $40 for it, $30, or I use the free games. So yeah, I got you. I mean, I'm a sweaty player. Anything I play, I like to compete a lot. But I hear you. All right, let's see. Who can we raid? We can definitely raid Jade Spo. We've raided him several times before, and he's pretty good. He's a really, like, if you want to learn Godot, this is the man to go to. He's pretty dope. Spirit Done NFL. What is this? Who's that? All right, yeah. We're jumping in. All right, let's go ahead and yeah, we can raid them. What are they talking about? AI would not necessarily improve everything. I mean, that sounds like an interesting topic. Yeah, screw it. Let's read them. Bien, bro, empecé uno nuevo. Un amigo necesita un catálogo web sin interacción solo para ver. Así que metiendo mano a eso. Brother, entonces antes de irme, mi pana, ex Good Trip, mira, ahorita mismo hay un hackathon que es completamente gratuito y es para que tú hagas aplicaciones para Android, para iOS o para Mac. Puedes utilizar Kotlin Multiplataforma. Es gratuito. Si ganas, puedes ganar hasta 350,000. ¿Qué digo? Hasta $65,000. Pero si lo quieres intentar, es gratuito y te lo dejo aquí el enlace. Pero ahí tú lo chequeas. LOL, I think she does dating podcast with Andrew Wilson. Who? Sarah the Raging Tomato? I mean, I'll rate them if y'all feel like it's cool. We can rate them and they can get a little bit more viewers, you know what I'm saying? And y'all can just say hello to them from my behalf if y'all want. We'll just rate them just so they can, you know. This looks like they're having a chill moment. All right, y'all. I do need to drop. I think I was able to do several things today. Once again, little by little, making changes, hopefully developing ourselves, growing, and hopefully making money. But I'll catch y'all. If I don't see y'all this weekend, I hope y'all have a fantastic weekend. And I'll see y'all on Tuesday for sure. But I'm going to try and come in this weekend. So if I don't see y'all anytime until Tuesday, I'll catch y'all on Discord. Y'all please be safe, be happy, show a smile to somebody else. Y'all have a fantastic rest of your day. Peace. Está bien, I am to Hamade, brother. Te me cuidas. Dale, mi brother, good trip. Te mando por los DM. Listo, dale.